In the previous video, you saw that ControlNet did quite well with the picture of a single person. So today, let's try and challenge it with something more difficult, with the picture of a couple. Personally, for me, it was a challenging part of generation images in Stable Diffusion when I had to generate few people interacting with each other, and ControlNet really helps a lot with that. So I prepared the pictures from Unsplash, and I found a picture of this lovely couple having fun in the kitchen. So let's try to generate an image of them having a picnic in the park, for example. So I want first to try with an open pose. I think that's a good case for that. So yeah, don't forget to adjust your settings. We are using Excel model, so we need to set it to 1024. I will generate a single picture here, just a little bit more sampling steps, and I will use the Juggernaut Excel model. And here in the ControlNet, as usually, we enable Pixel Perfect, and we already selected our preprocessor, Open Pose Full. We need to select an Excel model for it. Yeah, I will do resize and fill. Let's try with Open Pose. Let's see how it will work for this picture. Okay, it generated a preview and looks correct to me. Let's hit the Generate button and let's see the result. And you see, I'm doing it without a prompt now, so I could also add a prompt. It could be a lovely couple having a picnic in the park, for example. Yeah, and here on the preview, I already see that Stable Diffusion decided to generate a lesbian couple for us. Well, I don't mind, and the picture itself is, it's funny, they are kind of in the ambush, having lunch with the dry leaves. Yeah, so that's what imagination of our Stable Diffusion model draw us today. Yeah, so let's help it with prompt and let's try to generate a couple in the park having picnic. And yeah, I forgot to add negative and style. So I'll just add a negative prompt and let's do a photo without bouquet and let's regenerate. I could also reduce a CFG scale a little bit to give it more space for imagination. Okay, my gimbal is dead and I have to reposition my phone so you can see me doing stuff. Yeah, okay, that's all right. That's nice one. You see, it again generated as a lesbian couple having a picnic, and it messed up the legs a little bit, but again, it is easy to fix. Well, I like the direction of the model that is very LGBT friendly, but I want to generate a hetero couple, so maybe let's add this to the prompt and let's try to generate again. Oh yeah, now it worked. I see it is a man and a woman. So we made some progress, and I really like that it added some wine to their picnic, because here in the original picture there is no wine, but Stable Diffusion knows that, you know, you need wine to have fun in the park. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so that's our lovely hetero couple, and even their legs are not malformed, but the faces are a bit strange. But again, it's easy to fix in Paint. So now, I like this picture in general. I really like this lovely surroundings, but I don't like them, their pose, because here they are kind of sitting and standing, and here they're just sitting on the floor. So if I want to be more precise, I can try to switch to the depth preprocessor, and let's say this depth Midas, and let's select the model for it. Don't forget that you need the Excel model. So let's generate the preview. Okay, so it generated us a depth map here. And now we can just hit the button to generate our new image. Okay, now their position is better, but you see that the background is not perfect. It extended it, but in a very strange way. But what I really like that it even managed to recreate a hairstyle of a guy. What we can improve here, we can switch to depth letters ++, and we can try to remove background, let's say somewhere here to the 42, and let's regenerate the preview. There are some artifacts on the background here, but I think in general it is fine. Or maybe we could just do a bit more. Okay, I think now it is better. We can try to hit generate. Okay, now our couple looks really lovely and the background is smooth. The only strange part here is the bottom part. It's what they are sitting on, and the shorts of the guy is they are a bit messed up. We can try to improve it once again, and now we will do something more advanced. You might notice that we have few tabs here for ControlNet, and it's ControlNet Unit 0, ControlNet Unit 1 and 2. Basically, you can have as many as you want. You can change the amount of these units in the settings, but for now it's okay to have just 3 of them. We are going to use just 2 now. So what we can do, we can use 2 ControlNet units at the same time to improve our picture. So let's use the second one. Let's add the picture, and here I want to add a canny preprocessor, and with this one I will try to improve our guys' clothes and hairstyles and everything. So we can also play with the threshold a little bit, so we can see on the preview. I just want to get rid of the background, to be honest. I don't want to bring this kitchen window to our picnic fold. And don't forget to make sure that you have this setting, resize mode, same for both of them, because if there will be different, then you basically get 2 pictures with different size in one. So just make sure you have the same ones on both ControlNet units. And now we can try to generate once again. Okay, so these guys look really nice, and the hair and clothes are very much like on the original people, but it did something to the colors. So we can try maybe to refine styles a little bit, and let me try and generate 4 pictures just to see how it's gonna look like. And I want to add to the prompt that it's summertime, green meadow, trees. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we've got our 4 pictures, and they have slightly different lighting here. And let's zoom a little bit. So here the pose is fine, but the faces are not perfect. This one as well, but this is good. I think we could work with this one. We could remove this weird thing she's sitting on, or replace it with a stone or a fallen tree or something. But the haircut and clothes and pose transferred very well. Okay, so I decided to try something else with this couple, and I decided to make them robots that are having a picnic on the moon. So I changed my prompt to a couple of robots having picnic on the moon's surface, and I changed the style to cinematic and cyberpunk, and I'll leave it as a batch of 4. And I also disabled the second ControlNet unit, canny unit, because I don't want them to be so precisely copied from the picture. I just want them to have a position. I probably will even change it to the open pose. And yeah, I changed the model to Excel. And let's try to generate. You can see my old generation here, but I want to do it with different settings now, so let's try. Okay, so that's our results, and you see that it generated us completely different characters. Now it is now there are robots, and they are having a nice chat on the moon surface. And you see it kept the position of their heads and arms, but on some of these pictures they don't even have legs. They are using this interesting tank style. I don't know what's the word in English for this. Some robotic limbs. And you see it also generated as the original preview. We can go even further and let's say switch to the depth. We can try some different style. For example, what if we try futuristic, digital art, biomechanical, high key, and I want to change the couple of scientists in the lab doing an experiment, and I will change batch size to 1 because with the Stable Diffusion Excel it takes too long to generate 4 pictures, so I'm getting impatient. And yeah, don't forget to change your model to Excel. Yeah, let's try preview to see that everything is all right with our depth map. Yeah, and I think we can generate it now. This one I really like. I think that's the best one so far from today's generation, and I really like how it dressed them into white clothes without me even telling about that. And the faces and the hair, they are all pretty well done. So we can change them into a couple of space pirates on a spaceship. I just want to switch to layers ++ and get rid of the background, so our model could fantasize something about it. Okay, this one is pretty cool as well. I really like the background, all these space vibes. Dress of the girl is cool. Face and the helmet of a man, it could be better, but again we can fix it. Also this part of his hairstyle was transformed into the helmet, and it looks a bit funny, but that's fine. I mean, these small issues we can work with. So for example, if we try to send these to image with the same prompt, we can try to play with it a little bit more. Let's say I'll leave the batch size 2 and just scale to 6. Denoising strength, let's leave it somewhere in the middle. And let's try to generate a few different, I even will do it 4 pictures. Okay, so we've got our 4 pictures. Let's see if there are any improvements. So we've got 4 of the pictures, and the costumes of the guy are a bit different here. Also his face is a bit different. Let's say I want to work with this picture, and I could do some in paint to fix again this part of the helmet, but I'm not going to do that in this video because it's too much work, and it is already getting pretty long. So yeah, I guess for today I'll leave it as it is. But yeah, still I like this art, I like the colors and composition. I think that Stable Diffusion did quite a good job on that. So thank you for watching my video. I hope it was useful and interesting for you. And let me know in the comments below if you already tried ControlNet and what's your favorite preprocessors and how do you work with that. And also, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments, and we will try to figure it out together.